You're standing there and she hugs you. It's not just a quick high hug. It's one of those hugs that lingers. You can feel it. Your heart races, your mind starts spinning, and you're thinking, what do I do now? Do you pull away first? Do you say something, or do you just stand there frozen hoping you don't mess it up? Here's the thing, that moment, that hug is a test, and how you respond could change everything. But what if I told you the secret to staying on our mind forever isn't about what you say or do in that moment? It's about what you don't do. And it all comes down to one ancient philosophy. Stoicism, let's break it down. Stoicism isn't just some old philosophy you read about in books. It's a way of life. It's about mastering your emotions, staying calm under pressure, and understanding what's truly in your control. And when it comes to relationships, especially those moments that feel like they could go either way, Stoicism gives you the tools to not just survive, but thrive. Today, we're talking about one of those moments. The hug, it might seem small, but it's a microcosm of everything Stoicism teaches us. How do you stay present? How do you show her you're someone worth remembering? And how do you do it without overthinking or trying too hard? That's what we're diving into today, and trust me, by the end of this, you'll see hugs and relationships in a whole new way. Let's be real, most of us overthink physical touch. A hug isn't just a hug, it's a moment of connection, and how you handle it can either deepen that connection or kill it. The problem, we're so caught up in our heads that we miss the moment entirely. We're thinking about what to say, how long to hold on, or whether we're doing it right. And in that overthinking, we lose the one thing that matters most. Presence. Stoicism teaches us that the key to any interaction isn't about controlling the outcome, it's about controlling ourselves, our thoughts, our reactions, our energy. So the challenge here isn't just about responding to a hug, it's about responding in a way that shows you're grounded, confident, and fully present. And that's where most of us go wrong. One, the power of presence. Let's start with the most important Stoic principle. Presence. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. What does that mean in the context of a hug? It means the moment isn't about her, it's about you. Are you fully there, or are you stuck in your head, worrying about what comes next? Here's a story. Marcus Aurelius was leading the Roman Empire during one of its most turbulent times. Wars, plagues, betrayals. He faced it all, but through it all, he remained present. He didn't let the chaos of the outside world distract him from what he could control, his own mind. Now think about a hug. It's a moment of connection, but it's also a moment of vulnerability. If you're not present, she'll feel it. Your energy will be off. You'll pull away too soon, or you'll hold on too long, or you'll say something awkward, but if you're fully there, if you're grounded in the moment, she'll feel that too. And that's what makes the difference. So how do you stay present? Start by focusing on your breath. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the warmth of her hug, the way it feels, the way it smells. Don't think about what comes next. Just be there. That's the first step to mastering the moment. 2, control what you can. Next up, control Epictetus. Another Stoic philosopher said, "Some things are within our control and some things are not." When it comes to a hug, here's what you can't control: how she feels, how long she wants to hug, or what she thinks about you. But here's what you can control: your energy, your posture, and your mindset. Let me tell you a story about Epictetus. He was born a slave, but he didn't let his circumstances define him. Instead, he focused on what he could control: his thoughts, his actions, and his attitude. And that's what made him one of the most respected philosophers of his time. Now apply that to a hug. You can't control whether she likes you or not, but you can control how you show up. Are you calm and confident, or are you nervous and fidgety? Your energy sets the tone for the entire interaction. Here's a practical tip. Before the hug, take a deep breath and remind yourself of this Stoic principle. You can't control her, but you can control you. And when you show up as the best version of yourself, that's what she'll remember. 3. The art of detachment. Now let's talk about detachment. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about love and relationships. He believed that the key to happiness was detachment, not in the sense of not caring, but in the sense of not being attached to outcomes. Here's a story. Seneca once wrote a letter to a friend who was heartbroken over a failed relationship. He told him, "You lose only what you cling to." In other words, the more you cling to a specific outcome, the more you set yourself up for disappointment. So how does this apply to a hug? Simple, don't overthink it. Don't worry about whether she likes you or not. Don't stress about what comes next. Just enjoy the moment for what it is. Here's the thing, when you're detached from the outcome, you're more relaxed, and when you're relaxed, you're more attractive. It's a paradox, but it's true. The less you care about impressing her, the more impressive you become. So the next time you're in a hug, remind yourself, this moment is enough. You don't need it to lead to anything else. Just be there and let the rest take care of itself. 4. Silence speaks louder. Now let's talk about silence in a world where everyone's trying to fill the space with words. Silence is powerful. The Stoics believed that silence was a form of strength. It shows confidence, self-control, and presence. Here's a modern-day example. Think about the most charismatic person. Chances are they're not the one talking the most. They're the one listening, observing, and speaking only when they have something meaningful to say. So how does this apply to a hug? Simple, don't feel the need to feel the silence. If the hug ends and there's a moment of quiet, that's okay. You don't need to say something clever or funny. Just let the moment breathe. Here's why this works. Silence creates intrigue. It leaves her wondering what you're thinking. And that curiosity is what keeps you on her mind. So the next time you're in a hug, embrace the silence. Let it speak for you. 5. Leaving a lasting impression. Finally, let's talk about how to leave a lasting impression. The Stoics believed that the key to a good life was virtue, not validation. In other words, it's not about what others think of you, it's about who you are. Here's a personal story. I once knew a guy who was the life of the party. He was funny, charming, and always had something to say. But here's the thing. No one really remembered him. Why? Because he was trying too hard. He was so focused on impressing everyone that he forgot to be himself. Now, compare that to someone who's calm, grounded, and authentic. That's the person people remember. That's the person who stays on your mind. So, how do you become that person? It's simple focus on being the best version of yourself. Don't try to impress her. Don't try to be someone you're not, just be you. And when you do that, you'll leave a lasting impression, not because of what you did, but because of who you are. Here's the truth. A hug isn't just a physical act. It's a reflection of your inner state. If you're anxious, she'll feel it. If you're present, she'll feel that too. And if you can master that moment, not by trying to impress her, but by simply being grounded and authentic, you'll stand out in a way most people never do. That's the Stoic secret. It's not about the hug itself, it's about who you are in that moment. And when you get that right, you don't just stay on her mind, you stay in her heart. So to recap, the next time you're in a moment like this, whether it's a hug, a conversation, or anything in between, remember the Stoic principles: stay present, control what you can detach from the outcome, embrace silence, and focus on being the best version of yourself. Because when you do that, you don't just respond to the moment, you elevate it. And that's how you stay on her mind forever. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. There's a lot more where this came from.